Hello, my name is Sabrina Bernard, and this summer I have had the wonderful opportunity of working as TAVO's Sustainability Fellow. TAVO is a private investment company that works to serve overlooked small business founders. My goal for the summer was to create an impact measurement system unique to TAVO's business structure. As I mentioned, TAVO's mission is to support small business founders that are traditionally overlooked in the investment process. This includes, but is not limited to, women, minorities, LGBTQ individuals, individuals with disabilities, and veterans. Oftentimes, these founders face challenges to financing their businesses due to bias and other factors. Along with this, they also face unique challenges in navigating the world of entrepreneurship. For example, in small business founders with disabilities often need to limit their revenue growth in order to maintain Medicare and Medicaid status. This is just one example of how the system is not always built for a diverse group of founders. However, as we've learned through systems thinking, there are several missed opportunities for innovation and economic growth by limiting this network. So, as I mentioned, TAVO looks to grow the value of businesses through three avenues. This includes capital investments, advisory services, and professional networks. My project seeks to understand how these services can create a lasting, sustainable impact. The question that I'm asking is whether TAVO's impact is simply economic or if it can lead to broader social and sustainable change. By developing a theory of change framework, I was able to understand the different types of impact that these three services create. A theory of change framework is often utilized by companies to understand the pathway towards their long-term impact goals. In working with TAVO, I learned more about their big picture impact goals and their company's activities. And by utilizing the theory of change framework, I was able to make connections between these different factors of their business to understand missing components and what could be changed about the business structure. More importantly, the theory of change serves to help companies understand measurable indicators that feed back into their frameworks. So, TAVO's mission is built on building wealth for underserved communities. So, an example of a measurable indicator of wealth building could be the creation of job opportunities. For this purpose, one of the metrics analyzed in the annual impact survey is the number of full-time positions each year. And through utilizing an Excel sheet that calculates the change from the baseline, it can be understood whether TAVO's investments are being utilized to create more job opportunities. And by analyzing employee demographics, it can be seen whether these job opportunities are serving overlooked and underserved communities. All of this data is compiled into the annual impact survey, a piece of which is shown here below. Companies will fill out the data each year, and as I mentioned, the sheet will track the change in these metrics versus the baseline year. This can help TAVO and companies to analyze trends in the data and to see what is working and what goals are not being achieved. Through this spreadsheet, there are actually two layers of impact measurement. The core metrics analyze these key performance indicators that align with TAVO's mission. The example of increased job opportunities and employee demographics, those align very well with TAVO's mission. However, there is an additional set of metrics that are analyzed in a separate sheet. Each company will fill out a set of questions that are unique to the industry that they work in. This is because TAVO serves companies in industries from healthcare to real estate, and all of these different sectors have different types of impact that can be measured. So, this annual impact spreadsheet seeks to serve this purpose of customizable impact measurement that TAVO can then utilize to report and track. So, what does this mean for the future of impact measurement and management at TAVO? Compiling this data from the annual impact survey into an annual impact report allows companies to better synthesize and report the data that they have gathered. In the future, companies will be able to utilize this report for a number of different services. The report can help companies foster discussions on altering their goals and deciding what's working and what needs to change. They can also more effectively seek future impact investments and display the trends in their company's impact for these reasons. Finally, mission-driven clients and partners are often looking to analyze measurable impact data when seeking partnerships with these companies, and this impact report can serve as a great way to achieve this. Prior to this project, I wasn't very familiar with the world of impact investing. I understood the idea of impact measurement and ESG. However, oftentimes these systems are created for larger corporations with sustainability departments. TAVO is unique in the sense that their goal is to provide impact measurement for smaller companies that do not have the same access to these resources. So, as I mentioned, I believe that there were very few ways to measure impact and that it required multiple resources, multiple departments, and very detailed measurement. However, there is value in creating a system such as this that is tracking metrics that companies of smaller sizes can easily report and measure. I understand a lot more about the customizability of different impact measurement systems now than I did prior to this project. This project has also made me consider a career in finance. As an economics student, I don't have a lot of introduction into the world of finance, and especially into the world of impact investment and sustainable finance. I really enjoyed learning about TAVO's company mission because it is quite unique, in my opinion, along with current and past economic policies that have shaped the world of finance. And I have also learned a lot about the changing world of entrepreneurship and how this impacts a diverse group of founders. I've had a wonderful experience working at TAVO, especially with my mentors, Ali and Adolfo. They provide an incredible and inclusive environment to work in. Along with this, I achieved so much in conversations with my advisory group and the other fellows in my group, as well as my advisors, Zach and Mikey. This experience has been extremely valuable for me in my future. I feel that I have learned so much and I enjoyed every step of this process. Honestly, in trying to broaden my knowledge of finance and economic policies, I don't understand what possible better introduction I could have had than to work with a company like TAVO and to work at the Sustainability Institute. So, thank you so much again, and I hope that you enjoyed this presentation.